Hey guys, welcome to another Tuesday edition of the Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. My name is Nick. Today I got, looks like there's about a little over 400 releases coming out this Friday. I got, looks like, I don't know, it looks actually quite a few I'm going to talk about. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 9 albums I'm going to talk about today. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you click on that link down below. Actually, I think they moved it. I think it's to the side now. But make sure you click on the link and go check out the Vinyl Den Facebook group. Just a cool place to continue the music conversation. There's also a couple of other links there. There's one for the Vinyl Den merch page. We got the Vinyl Den t-shirts and sweatshirts on there. There's a link for the Vinyl Den Spotify and Apple Music playlists where every week we're just compiling music we're talking about here on the show, put it together on a big playlist for everyone to enjoy. And there's also a link for the Patreon page. If you want to support the show, it's always greatly appreciated. You can support the show for as little as $1 a month. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and make sure you click on that notification bell so you're notified every time we release new episodes. So like I said in the intro, there's actually quite a bit coming out this week. Like I said, a little over 400 releases. So much that I've actually got 2 pages of notes, which is something that doesn't happen very often. But like I said, there's quite a few things I'm going to talk about. I will say that this is actually the 1-year anniversary of me doing these Tuesday new release videos, which is kind of funny because the first one I did last year, I really didn't plan on this being a weekly thing. It just happened to be there's a bunch of releases coming out that week, so I wanted to talk about it. And I've had a lot of fun doing these, and I hope a lot of people enjoy these out there also. It really kind of helps me, kind of keep up with what's coming out this week. I probably spend more money buying records this way, but I don't know. I enjoy doing these, and I hope everyone out there enjoys watching them every week. But anyway, the first one, this is one that I didn't really expect to be coming out on vinyl, and this is the Carrie original soundtrack. Carrie, of course, was a 1976 classic. So this was done for the 45th anniversary. So I believe it was supposed to come out last year. But this is a waxwork release. It's a double LP. It's comes in a gatefold. I love the color, the name of the color. It's Prom Fire Orange is what the color is. I know Walmart exclusives do a lot of these also, where they kind of give the colors kind of interesting names. So I love that little touch. By the way, the Carrie soundtrack is a really good soundtrack. I've watched the movie. It's probably one of my favorite horror movies of the last 45 years or so. But this is expanded and remastered for the 45th anniversary, and this is the first time the complete soundtrack has been available on vinyl. So like I said, it's not going to be cheap. It's going to rate about $48 online, so it's going to be kind of a pricier album, but I think that soundtrack is a pretty good one. Even though I'm not a huge fan of soundtracks, that is a good one. The next one is one I'm definitely interested in, because I just realized I don't have any Chuck Berry in my collection, which is, should be a crime. He's the father of rock and roll. There would be no rock and roll without Chuck Berry. But this is Live from Blueberry Hill. So if you don't know anything about this release, in 1996, Chuck Berry was in one of his friend's restaurant, which is Blueberry Hill I believe it's in St. Louis, but he's in there talking to his friend and who owned the restaurant, and kind of, it's a restaurant / bar / venue. It's got a capacity of 340 people. So a really small venue. So he decides to do a 209 show stretch. He does 209 shows. I don't remember how many months or years it was over, but he has like this residency in this small club, which is really cool. This is a compilation of a lot of those tracks from those recordings. So definitely be a really cool one to check out. It's not going to be that much either. It's going to rate about $20 online. So I think it's definitely one I'm going to grab, like I said, because I don't have any Chuck Berry, and I've been a big Chuck Berry fan since I was a kid. My mom was listening to Chuck Berry a lot when I was growing up. So that's when I came across that title being released, I think that's when it kind of really dawned on me that I don't have any Chuck Berry in my collection. So that's definitely one I'm going to grab. And then, I'm not a huge fan of greatest hits, but there are some bands out there that a greatest hits collection will definitely be fine for me. And The Police is one of those bands. So The Police are releasing their greatest hits. This is a reissue this is a 30th anniversary release of the Greatest Hits collection that was released in September of 92. It's going to be kind of pricier, though. It is a double LP. It's on black vinyl. It's going to be $45 online. So, we've seen prices kind of creeping up from the mid-30s into the kind of the low to mid-40s lately. So, this should be a really good sounding one, though. This is going to be a half-speed master done by Abbey Road. So it's a greatest hits collection that I'm definitely going to keep my eye on. I probably won't pick it up at that $45 price, but if I can get it for a good deal, I'll definitely grab it. Over the course of the past year, you've heard me talk a lot about the Blue Note, Tone Poet, and Classic Series releases. You guys know I'm a big jazz fan. I always look forward to these releases. There are two releases coming out this Friday from the Classic Series. And for the first time ever, I'm probably going to pass on both of these. So the first one, this is Cassandra Wilson, Blue Light Till Dawn. This was originally released in 1993, and this was her debut album on Blue Note. So this is a double LP. Like I said, it's going to be that classic series. The classic series have been really great over the past year and a half or so, because they've had a ton of great jazz releases at a really affordable price. I picked up a lot of these for about $25, but both of these are going to be a little bit more pricier. There's going to be in the $33 range, which, the classic series has always been like I don't want to say cheaper, but definitely, not as nice packaging as the Tone Poet series releases have been. So that's why the Tone Poet series has always been a little bit more expensive. For most of the time that I picked up these releases, the classic series have been, in the mid 20s, and the Tone Poet series has been around $30. So now you're seeing those Tone Poet series releases creep up into the high 30s. And this is the first time I've seen classic series releases being over $30. But anyway, it's going to run you $33. This is kind of an interesting mixture of jazz, blues, folk, and R&B. It's remastered from the original analog tapes. I'm sure it's going to sound fantastic. I'm not a big fan of vocal jazz, though, and that's why I'm going to pass on both of these releases. The other one is Jerry Allen, the Jerry Allen Trio. 21 is the name of the album. It's going to be that same $33 price range. Double LP. This was released in 1994, and this is actually her third album with Blue Note. Same kind of vein. I'm not a big fan of vocal jazz. If you are, though, definitely check those out. I'll probably still stream them just because I am a jazz fan, but I'm generally more of a traditional jazz fan from 50s, 60s up to the mid 70s. It's kind of where I primarily stay when it comes to my jazz listening. But like I said, I'll stream those and give them a chance at least. One of those 80s bands that I don't think gets enough recognition for having some really good music, and they were kind of in the later stage of the hair metal craze in the mid to late 80s. But the band Enough's Enough has a reissue of their 1997 album 7 coming out this Friday. It's not gonna run you. It's not gonna be too pricey. It's gonna run you about $24 online. And 7 marked a big change musically for Enough's Enough, where they were still kind of doing that kind of hair metal kind of thing, even though it kind of morphed into something a little different in their early 90s. But with 7, there's a lot more like a mellow acoustic feel to the album. And this is probably my favorite Enough's Enough album. I've not been a huge fan of the music over the years, but I definitely have enjoyed, they've got at least 3 or 4 really high quality albums that no one probably really pays that much attention to. But this album actually there's 3 bonus tracks included in this album, including a great cover of John Lennon's, why can't I think of the track? It's Jealous Guy. Jealous Guy is probably one of my favorite John Lennon tracks, and this is really a really, really good cover of that song. So this is the first time it's ever been available on vinyl. Obviously, like I said, it was released in 97. A lot of records weren't being pressed in 97, so I kind of understand why it's taken so long to get this thing out on vinyl. So definitely one I'm gonna pick up. Another one that this is an album that I don't think I've ever listened to. I'm a big fan of Kansas's albums from the 70s. I really haven't listened to anything past the early 80s, though. And this is Somewhere to Elsewhere. This was originally released in 2000. This is their 14th studio album. It's a double LP on red vinyl. Not going to be too bad. It's going to be running about $33 online. And this marked the reunion of their original 70s lineup. So that's really cool. It's kind of a return to that 70s sound. And this is the last album featuring longtime vocalist Steve Walsh and violinist Robbie Steinhardt. So Robbie Steinhardt died several years after this album was released. But this is the last album that both of those guys were on. Like I said, this is a return to sound or a return to form of the 70s lineup, at least from what I've read about it, a lot of the reviews I've read on it. So that's definitely one I'm going to check out. I might not pick it up yet on vinyl. I'm definitely going to stream it, though. An album that might not be in everyone's wheelhouse out there, but is getting a 10th anniversary release this Friday. But this is Pink Friday by Nicki Minaj. It's a double LP. It's going to be on pink vinyl. I believe there's also another version of it out there. There's like a deluxe version. But anyway, it's going to run you $36 online. I believe Pink Friday is probably the only Nicki Minaj album I think I've ever listened to. But, I know Nicki's got a bunch of fans out there. I believe she's the highest selling female rap artist in history. So, you got to give her some credit there. The last album I'm going to talk about, though, is one that I know a lot of people are looking forward to. This is Rush Moving Pictures. This is the 40th anniversary Super Deluxe box set that they're releasing. Obviously, 40th anniversary was actually last year. But I believe with all the vinyl delays and everything, it kind of got pushed back a little bit. But anyway, there's two different versions of this coming out. There's a 5 LP deluxe version that's going to run you about $100 online. And there's a Super Deluxe version, which is going to run you $300, which is really pricey, even though this is a really good album. Probably my favorite Rush album, actually. But the Super Deluxe version, the $300 box set, comes with, it's a 5 LP, 3 CD, and 1 Blu-ray. But it comes with a bunch of stuff that I've always questioned why this stuff is included in box sets. I know when there was the George Harrison box set that came out last year came with there was a $1,000 version that came with like garden gnomes and things like that. But anyway, the Moving Pictures Super Deluxe, the $300 box set, comes with a model car, guitar picks, which I can see guitar picks. It comes with drumsticks, a book, pictures, and posters. So I kind of get some of that stuff, but really like a model car, drumsticks, I mean, some of that stuff you can kind of leave out. And I for me personally, I kind of understand the $100 price tag on the 5 LP set. That's probably, priced accordingly. The $300 for that Super Deluxe, I think, is a little bit overpriced. Maybe tack on, $100 to the deluxe version and have like a $200 set. I can kind of see that, but $300 is a little pricey, I think, for me. With the 5 LP release, and same with the Super Deluxe, there's only one, the first disc is the original album, so that it's not even like a 2-disc 45 RPM or anything like that. It's just a 1 disc, and then discs 2 through 5 are the complete previously unreleased Toronto concert from March of 1981. So that'd be really kind of cool to check out. Even with like a Super Deluxe or a deluxe version, say the just standard 5 LP release, for me personally, it's kind of hard to justify, picking up something like that, just because I know I'm not going to listen to that live LP or live LPs enough to justify the $100 price tag. So, I don't have a newer release of Moving Pictures. So, if they do release just a standard 1 LP, I'll probably end up picking that one up. But, Moving Pictures is probably one of their most well-known albums. So, like I said, I know a bunch of people are out there looking forward to this release. I know some guys in the Facebook group have actually posted that they have the deluxe version on pre-order. So, I'm definitely interested to checking out pictures, and people posting pictures of that box set on social media for sure. Well, that's all I got for you today, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Like I said, 400 releases coming out. I talked about, whatever it was, 8 or 9 of them. So drop me a comment down below. Let me know if I missed anything that's coming out this Friday. I always tend to miss something, I guess. But if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. And that's all I got. Until next time, keep on spinning. Peace.